Hey, what is up, guys? It is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur, and thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Now, in this video, if you're a business owner, this is a video for you. Chances are pretty good you're probably on social media, but are you using it correctly? Or better yet, is your social media consistent on all platforms? Well, that's what we're going to discuss in this video, and I'm going to give you guys 10 tips on things that you could do to drastically increase not only your social media presence, but also visitors' recognition of your brand. Now remember that's really, really important that people know who you are, right? Just like your company logo, you got Nike, Under Armour, all of these different companies, well, there's a reason why they're all consistent on pretty much every platform. So we're gonna go over that in this video right now. Now, if you haven't, do yourself a favor, hit the subscribe button right down there. Also hit the little notification bell, so especially if you're a business owner, so you never miss out on an opportunity to help your business, grow your business, and ultimately make more money. And if you want, hit the like button. It does help the YouTube algorithm to show this video to more people, so that way I get to help more people. And that's pretty cool. Now, tip number one. This is probably the most important, in my opinion, out of all the tips, is you have to have the right size images on all social media platforms and the right image. If you are a brand, you should have similar, if not the exact same image across all platforms. Scale them down. There's plenty of free softwares out there such as Canva, PicMonkey, anything like that where you can go in, modify what you need to, or crush it down a little bit, and ultimately use that to help on any other platform you need. So that's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It doesn't matter what platform you're going after. Make sure it's consistent. Make sure your images are sized correctly for whatever platform you're using. It is the most important thing. When I teach people how to use LinkedIn, that is the first thing I tell them. Maybe not the company logo, but make sure you have a good image and it's correctly sized and looks professional. Same thing for your business social media. You want to make sure that images are sized correctly. If they're not, it's going to show up weird. People aren't going to know. It might look like a knockoff page. Trust me, when you go visit these major name brands, they all have the exact right image with the highest definition possible. Do yourself a favor, spend 10 or 15 minutes, go through all your social media and try to make the highest quality images and consistent images amongst all of them. Number two, which kind of follows number one, make sure the images are consistent. You should not have different images on all platforms. They have to be correctly sized, but you should have the exact same image or nearly the exact same image on all social media platforms. The reason why is because the human psyche actually thinks about, hey, is this something I recognize? And if it's not, or it's a little off, it kind of makes somebody uneasy or uncertain about it. I know it sounds kind of weird, especially if you're watching this, you're like, why does that even matter? Well, you ever go somewhere and you're like, something's a little off, right? You can feel it. You know it's probably not real or something like that, or it might be fake, or just it's a strange feeling. Same thing when it comes to a customer buying experience or customer visiting experience. You want to make sure that everything is the exact same. Look at McDonald's, look at Burger King, look at Best Buy, all of these companies, Costco, all their stores are laid out almost identically, especially the more big box stores where every store is essentially laid out the exact same way. It's very rare they're trying something, or if they are, it's in a very small area, and then ultimately when they find out that that works, immediately the rest of the company takes suit after. So do yourself a favor, make sure that the images that you're using are consistent amongst all social media platforms. It's extremely important. Number three, and anytime I work with a new business, this is probably the first thing I stress before images or anything like that. Grab your social media handles. Anytime I start a business, anytime I get involved in a business, anything like that, the first thing I do is grab all the social media handles. There's a reason why. You don't want somebody to know Harrison_Barron on Instagram, and then when they go to Facebook or TikTok or whatever it is, well, it's not Harrison_Barron anymore. I want them to find me, right? Same exact principle. So whatever your company is, make sure it has a consistent handle. And the moment you start it, if you're a soon-to-be entrepreneur, do yourself a favor. Grab those immediately. Do not wait. Do not hesitate on them. Grab them as soon as you possibly can. They're free. Just grab them. It's super, super simple. And then you never have to worry about somebody stealing it or anything like that. I'm going to go off on a quick little story right now. If you're not interested, skip ahead maybe 1 minute. But there was a time when Apple actually lost their domain name because they forgot to renew it at a certain point. Now, I don't remember the exact number, but I want to say it was $500,000. Somebody can correct me down in the comments below. But they actually forgot to renew their domain name, and somebody bought it. They saw it, they bought it, and then Apple had to buy it back for $500,000. Kind of crazy, right? And you're probably wondering, how does a domain name go with, you know, your social media handles? It's the exact same principle, right? It's on social media. It might not be your domain, but make sure you grab them all and don't lose them. Don't change them frequently. If you're going to change them, make sure it's one time across all platforms, and that's it. Shouldn't be changing them ever otherwise. Number 4. No matter what business you're in, there's going to be certain keywords or trigger words that are going to happen in your business on a somewhat regular basis. Do yourself a favor. When you do that, or you're looking into that, make sure you're using consistent keywords or trigger words all the time. Different industries have these different words and things like that, and there's certain things that work really, really well. Make sure you're using the right keywords. If you're a realtor on Long Island and you specialize in a certain area, no matter what you do, make sure that it is consistent on all platforms and you're using the right keywords. That simple. It helps YouTube algorithm, it helps Facebook algorithm, it helps Google, all of these different things to ultimately show your content elsewhere. Do yourself a favor, make sure you're consistent using the right keywords across all platforms every single time. Number 5, I'm a little disappointed I even have to bring this up, but I think it is pretty important. No matter what social media platform you're on, take the time to fill it out completely. You're doing nobody a favor by skipping or not adding the right information or anything like that. Do yourself a favor, add the right information, and fill out your profiles completely. If at the end of it or you're going through it, you can't fill something out at the time, skip it and go back. But at some point when you go live, you should have every single field completely filled out no matter what. Even if it's a phone number and you don't want people to call you, leave it blank, but know you're leaving it blank. There's a big difference between forgetting and knowing you're leaving it blank. It's not going to be bad either way, but do yourself a favor. There are so many fields in so many of these social media platforms. Go through it because it does actually help you. I don't care what anybody says. The more information you can give these search engines, the better they're going to reward you. So do yourself a favor. Fill out your profiles completely. Do not leave anything open ever, unless you have to or you don't want that information out on the internet. Number 6, you have an about field in every single social media platform out there. Do yourself a favor. Fill it out and make that your elevator pitch on every single platform. That is the first thing that people see when you go to Instagram, Facebook, all of that kind of stuff. Go fill that out. That should be your elevator pitch telling people what you do, who you help, and why you help them, and maybe even a success story if you could fit it in the number of characters required. You might be thinking, well, that's kind of ridiculous. It's an about section. It should be about me. No, it should not be about you. It should be about how you help people because nobody, I'm sorry to say this, cares about you. They care about how you can help them, right? People that care about you are your friends and family. They want to know how you can help them. When I see another influencer or somebody teaching me about something I know, I don't necessarily care about that person. They may be a great person, but I care about the value that they can bring me. Use that area as your elevator pitch. Tell people why you can help them, how you help them, and potentially even a success story. And I promise you guys, at some point or another, as you get more traction on social media, you will get leads from that specifically. And I know this because I have done this, and I have landed business because somebody reached out because they read the about section and said, hey, I like what you do. I think you might be able to help me. It's that easy. Keep that in mind. I'm very stressed about this because far too often I just see people wasting that precious, precious real estate space. Make sure it's your elevator pitch. Number 7. This kind of goes without saying, but you should probably know about it anyway. You should absolutely be cross-promoting all of your platforms. So if you're heavy on TikTok, you should be promoting your Instagram. If you're heavy on Instagram, you should be promoting your Facebook. If you're heavy on Facebook, you should be promoting your YouTube. If you're heavy on YouTube, you should be promoting all of your social media platforms out there. I really don't know why I have to bring this one up, but I really feel it's super important because I see far too many people not taking advantage of all of the platforms. Now, there's a reason behind this, and I'm going to go into that right now. The reason is because, God forbid, Facebook goes down, Instagram bans you, TikTok bans you, potentially YouTube ban. If you have 5 social media platforms that you've brought people to all of them, right, and one goes down, well, now you have 4 left, right? 2 go down, you still have 3 left. The possibilities of all of them going down at the same time are so slim. But if you only use one platform and that one platform goes down, you have no more followers left. Keep that in mind. It's extremely, extremely important. I encourage you guys to reach out. Follow my blog posts on harrisonbarron.com. Follow me on social media, Harrison_Barron. I've mentioned it multiple times. It's in my channel little box. If you go up to my channel, and then it's like right down there most of the time under my channel page, you can go visit my social media. It's tremendously valuable real estate that you can go in and follow me. That way, if God forbid anything happens on YouTube, I have another backup platform. Number 8, I don't know if this is applicable to everybody, but if you have free time, you should be changing your profile with the season. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to rebuild your entire portfolio or profiles across all of these, but if it's winter time, put people skiing or put some kind of snow around it or in your cover images or anything like that. It's cool. It lets people know that you're active, you're relevant, and you're constantly changing things. Summertime, sun, beach, water, things like that. That's cool. You know, spring and fall. Spring is obviously new flowers, and fall is, you know, Halloween, autumn, colors changing with the leaves and things like that. These are all different things you could do for your social media. Is it necessary? No. Do bigger brands do this? Yes. If you have a social media person, is it easier? Significantly. But if you have the free time, it just shows people that you're very active on social media and you're paying attention to the seasons and constantly changing things over time. We are in the home stretch. Number 9, go through your privacy settings. Make sure they are where you want them to be. You never want to put something on the internet that the world can see when it's not ready. Same thing goes for you don't want to put something out too early when it shouldn't have gone out. Make sure your privacy settings are set correctly. The right people can see it. If you're totally open about everything, make sure that's open to everybody. If you're not open to everybody and you want a certain series of people to see it, then make sure that your privacy settings are tweaked and tuned for that reason. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous and you're probably thinking, Harrison, you're really reaching for a number, but I could not tell you how many times I've seen people pre-publish something when it shouldn't have gone up, or they published something and checked all friends instead of, you know, a private community or something like that, or it was just posted in the wrong place. Make sure your privacy settings are totally up to date, and this is going to give you a lot less headaches in the long term because you never have to worry about the wrong things going up, the wrong people seeing your profile, or anything like that. Number 10. This is the most self-explanatory one. Self-promotion is key. If you are not promoting your social media platforms, whenever you're in front of your camera, hey, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the little notification bell so you never miss another video, things like that, you are missing the boat. I encourage all of my customers, anytime I'm making a video with them or even making a post with them, give people the opportunity to like, comment, share, subscribe, anything like that, because that is going to bring you tremendous value. I don't know how else to say it. Encourage people to take action, because if you don't, people don't take action. Do yourself a favor. Take the time out. Go do that kind of stuff. It is so easy. It's so important. I literally cannot stress it enough because it's so simple and nobody ever does it. Promote the heck out of your stuff. If you make a great YouTube video, blast it out with an email. If you make a great blog, blast it out on Facebook. Cross-promote, promote yourself. It's so incredibly important on everything that you do. Alrighty guys, my name is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. Now, you guys might be watching this and be like, whoa, Harrison, this is totally crazy. I'm so passionate about these things. That's why I'm making these videos, not because I get any benefit out of them. I just really believe that there's so many companies out there that aren't taking advantage of a lot of this stuff. With these 10 tips, you could maybe not dominate social media, but at least you'll look very professional online, and that's going to help you in the long term by 10xing the visitors, people's brand recognition, consistency, and seeing your stuff, all those kinds of things. It all goes into play. If you guys found value in this video, I'm saying it one more time, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button down below, and always hit the notification bell so you never miss another opportunity to make some more money. I'll see you guys on the next video. If you guys find value in this, or you've already done this, or you realized you're missing something, leave a comment down below. I'm very curious to hear things that you've already done, things that may or may not be working for you guys, or if you took action, followed all these steps, went through your social media, please leave a comment down below. I'm very excited to see what you guys say. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. I hope everybody's healthy and safe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.